All right, mindset. Everybody there? Everybody with me? All right, mindset. I said this before, and I'm telling you. I mean, anybody ever read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People? Okay, great book. Truly, I did a great teaching on that, all about the business principles that you can take from that book. And one of those principles was talking about mindset. In fact, it talked about the study that they did. When I said, so as you think it, you are, guess what? That was applicable in 1920 as well. Right? Have people changed? We are the same today and tomorrow. All right? Just know that. So understand that these principles are true for all of us. Your mindset presets the action that you'll take, meaning the state, the things that you believe, the amount of action that's going to carry forward is based off of what you're believing in that mindset. In fact, when I said they did surveys and they looked at these people who were pillars of their industry, really, I mean, people who've had great success in different areas, and they said, what gave you the success? And it was all in what they believed, all in what they knew that they could do. I mean, truly, I mean, what's the Microsoft guy's name? I always get it. Bill Gates. She's always usually right next to me to give me the names. I never, but Bill Gates. I don't know if you guys ever heard the story about Bill Gates. And he was in college. I mean, I think he was at Harvard as well. And he was in Harvard, and God gave him a vision. He quit school. He didn't know how to do it. He didn't know the skill to do it, but he had the idea. How many of us have been given the idea and we didn't put it into action? How many of us put that beautiful seed that God wanted you to nurture and put it on the shelf and let it go? And that's the thing. We need to begin to understand that God will give you visions. God will give you ideas. And you need to carry those things out. And what you believe about yourself will give you the ability for the 15%, 85%. I mean, they did this study just a decade ago as well. They did it back in the 20s and they did it again. And it was all about that state of being. Everybody with me? It's the number one determining factor of success is your state of being, your mindset. So what do we want to do? We want to guard it. I always say it's kind of like a muscle that you can build and grow. And what I mean by that is what you allow to penetrate you. Is it in alignment with what God has called you to do and be? When I wake up sometimes, man, and there's something wrong, I don't even know what it is, but I'm out of alignment. I'm not thinking in the way something got in there, something penetrated me personally that I allowed inside that isn't in alignment with what God has called me to be or do. And I have to dig it out. I can't even go on sometimes. It's like, all right, Lord, please show me what it is. And then I find out, oh God, that's what was bothering me. And I can kill that thing. I can get that different thought or idea that God has for me. So we can develop that awareness. They've done studies, and this is absolute true. I mean, when they did this one study, and literally, it was these people they put in a room. And I don't know if you guys know who Lance Wallnau is. Do you guys know Lance? I remember him talking about this study, but I went on to look in this further. I'm like, is he crazy? But it is so true, where you can affect the room without even speaking a word. The aura that you give off, the spirit realm, the things that you believe, the things that are up here about your state, whether it's negative or positive, you can influence people in that way. So if you want bad things to happen, think bad things and you will attract them. It's the truth. But if you believe in who God calls you, those 5 pillars, and the uniqueness of you and the gifts that you have, that you are a child of His, and you begin to walk in that mindset and that authority, you can give off the aura and your sound of your voice. I mean, it's unique. The decimals, everything about it can unlock favor and open doors for you. You have to shift that type of thinking to have that kind of mindset, because that slightest little foothold opens the door to a dangerous thinking. And it's like a record playing in your head. And some of us still remember what records are, right? All right. That negativity, right? The negativity of the past, the negativity of the lies, and the negativity of the created image, and the bad things that have been done to us or that we may have done to others. But God said, yes and amen. I forgive you for all those things. I don't see them anymore. And we need to recognize that he gives you the authority to become his ambassadors.